Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss the continued strength of crypto amidst equity weakness. We're talking about a new SEC chairman and his expected impact on crypto. And we're going to talk about which buttons we're clicking as meme coin markets continue to heat up. GM, I'm joined here by Clemente, Seat Dog, Chili, Army 123, and Easy Eat Bodega. Clemente, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It was a good day yesterday. It was a good morning. I did a nice little class today, burnt my tongue on some hot coffee. I saw Fartcoin pumping, and I witnessed Easy do some diabolical trades on the Solana blockchain last night. It was very entertaining to watch.
I wasn't watching that sequence. I saw Easy like hinting at some stuff, and I was gonna ask. I was like curious as to what was going on. He was like, it seemed like he was like in some like very low market cap shitter or something, like believing in it, went up, went down. It seemed like a roller coaster of emotions.
Easy, can you walk me through this play, because it broke all of the rules that we had set up?
Every rule, every single rule. It just shattered the belief. But dude, so it was, the trade is this the penguin called Soul, right? National Geographic partnered with Disney Plus to highlight the Galapagos animals ecosystem for the next month. Every week there's a new episode dropping. Every single week. And one of the fucking penguins is named Soul, and the penguin just floats around, swims around, and fucks shit up. Like, that's it. I was like, this is awesome. Like, this is awesome. He just hunts. His name's Solana. He's a hunter. And yeah, I was in this. And not too happy with the overall trade sequence, because I bought near the top, averaged, dude, I put 70 Soul in this.
So how old is this?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I bought the whole way down. And I just kept saying, like, dude, there's no way I'm wrong. The market's fucking wrong. Just adamant that the market's wrong, and to watch just chaos ensue as this thing dipped all the way down to sub 250K from 1.5 mil. And I was like live tweeting the entire experience.
And you bought more.
What'd you say?
You were buying on the way down.
The whole way, all the way, the entire way down.
Are you still holding?
I have basically my entry still. So I have about 30 Soul, 35 Soul.
Okay.
Are you up on it?
I'm break even. Dead even.
So watching this play out was really interesting to me, Easy, because I think back in the day, this would have been something that I would have been all over. I saw this at 500K, and I was like, I'm not buying this because it already reached, basically how I measure all of my buys and sells now is, has this reached peak attention on crypto Twitter? Or in crypto, like, has this reached peak attention in crypto? And the answer to me is yes. How can this get more attention other than like what it did yesterday was my thought process. Which is why I didn't buy it, and I was surprised to see you get into it.
It was just something where I was like, dude, I didn't make any trades yesterday until this. And so I think it was just like, I got really excited for it. I was just like, oh yeah. Like, I think I was just fired up to see a penguin named Soul on like a Disney Plus show. And I was like, oh yeah. Like, this is the one. This is it. I see someone in the comments, Easy was right about Ice though, spotted it at 50K and ran to 2 mil. Yeah, the Ice Bucket Challenge was like the peak me and Clemente, like, this is a trade that makes the most sense. It's viral. No one's picked it up yet. All it takes is like a Peyton Manning to go and do this stupid ass challenge. And he did. And he had people like James Charles, Clemente's twin, start doing the same exact thing here. And they both did it, which kind of caused like this crazy pump. Now it's like the only way this pumps harder is if like Donald Trump does it.
So like I actually disagree. It would need to be like what it needs to pump harder is people on Twitter talking about it and viral tweets going, what the hell? How is the Ice Bucket Challenge going viral again? That's what I'm realizing with these like TikTok trends is it's not about how viral it goes on TikTok. It's about how viral it goes on Twitter. And I mean, holding this thing was a roller coaster ride. You saw it pump up initially to like on the first day. Again, this is how all viral coins go. Is they have this first pump. It ran to like what 600K the first day. Then it dipped all the way down to like 50K for like, look at this up until like the 20th, Ray. Look at the price on that. It was like, dude, this thing was not moving and you just had to sit through it. And then you get this parabolic run up from Catalyst. So it's really interesting watching this. It basically has almost the same, very similar looking chart to like Chicken Jockey. So you're kind of betting on like, will this thing go viral? When Easy shared this with me, I'm like, dude, this is going to go, like, I'm down to bet on it going more viral. Great trade. It was like a great shout by Easy. And I still think the market for viral trends is not patient enough. And if you're willing to be patient and sit through these long periods, you can do really, really well.
Yeah, looking at Chicken Jockey here, March 29th all the way through April 6th for an initial pump.
Yeah.
And then it went absolutely giga viral on April 8th. And that's almost like
yeah,
2
I think
weeks
that was right after they started really destroying the movie theaters.
Yeah.
Like, I think the giga viralness was like when they had to start bringing in police to the Minecraft movies. Dude, that movie's it's slated to make $1 billion.
Crushing it.
So, if you're looking
and everyone
at
says the movie's
Ice
not
Bucket,
good.
then,
Like,
you're
dude, people are like,
thinking
the
is
movie
like,
fucking sucks, but there's viral like, dude, Chicken Jockey, man, it's pretty sick.
Ray, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, so like you're comparing this to Ice, like you're right here on the Ice chart, and you're hoping to get the giga viral moment from an Ice Bucket challenge. And this
I'm
is
hoping.
Where's your exit completely on this, Clemente?
So I'm selling half of my remaining bag at 2.4. I'm out completely, basically at 5. If it gets there, I'm at this point where I'm like, dude, this has been like a phenomenal trade. I'm down to just chill. With Chicken Jockey, what actually prompted this catalyst, Ray, was Jingtao tweeting it out. Jingtao tweeting it out made it run from like sub 1 mil to 5 that night. And he like went hard on it. So I don't know what the catalyst will be. I was like, volume on this is pretty low. You get buys like one buy every 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, that would be my bet. Is like, if you look up Ice Bucket Challenge on the, like, literally on Google, it's like the Ice Bucket Challenge is back, and I'm seeing more and more people do it on TikTok. What we haven't seen yet is people talking about it on Twitter. Like, my ultimate bull case for this, is if this becomes like a Twitter challenge, if people start posting these directly on there, like we see whatever random people on Twitter, on crypto Twitter, even doing these, that would be like Pico top.
If you're working for your bags and you do it during the show.
I know. I was like thinking about it. I'm like, dude, what if I just did it? I'm still not at the point to where I want to work.
Why didn't you share the ticker for this penguin yesterday? I'm like, dude, this is still so low. And like, I feel dirty talking about anything I'm invested in. Yeah. Where like, I'm down to be vague and just yap about it. And some people also, like, some people quickly knew what it was, which I'm like, I'm fine with. People are like, oh, I'm in this. Like, people saying it. I just, for some reason, I'm still like, dude, I don't know if I want to just fucking shill on the timeline. Like, it's tough to say that when our fucking boss, Choose Rich, has fucking shilled 18K market cap shitters on the timeline. Like, this dude, like, shilled like an anal coin at like 14K.
That was insane.
It was literally 14K, and he posted the CA, and it ran to like 400. And he's like, oh, I'm up $12,000. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Dude, if we look back a year ago and like the level of normalization it has been showing these tickers, like I remember like very early last year, like showing like chicken with drip and everything, and like just showing those tickers was like, oh, duh, what are we doing here? But like now I feel like everyone just well, I guess culture's changed a little bit. Like obviously these are all very risky. I think people more so understand the risks on these. Like we're not shilling these as the next best thing. These are all like super high risk. Like Ice Bucket Challenge was like what 100K on the show when we talked about it. And like
the thing that I've seen too, and what I'm doing a lot more content recently about my thesis on a lot of this stuff. Like I have a video dropping today about, like, I'm trying to make this so realistic for people. Like it's not about making $200,000-$300,000. Like I had a trade, I made $1,500 in less than an hour. Like that's insane for the 99.9% of the world, right? And I think that's like how I want to shift and share some of the narrative on like how I trade and the thesis behind like Ice Bucket Challenge was a great example of here's what I saw. It's a low cap. Here's the thesis behind it and why I think it can run harder. And I think it ran so hard at this point with nothing to do because of us. Like literally zero because of us. And that's why I feel okay talking about it and like recapping it. But it's more just like, how do I help educate people to show them like, this is how the majority of people, in my opinion, should be trading the trenches. Like find something early, build a thesis, have set stop losses and take profits, and be happy about 50, 60% gains and call it a day. Like that's kind of where my brain goes versus like, dude, I could have posted the CA for Soul the Penguin last night at 500K. And I'm fairly certain that alone and me ranting, like going on a schizo post about its up and down price action after posting the CA would have sent it to like 2 to 3 mil pretty easily. And I just did not want to do that because like then you're just dunking and dumping the coin on people, which like I don't want to do at all.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to talk about Ice Bucket Challenge until I was like basically out. But
I mean, it's like a juggling act though, because like right now, the place where we're making money is on these lower market cap coins that have these viral run-ups. So it's like, are you doing your audience a disservice by not highlighting these things, saying like, hey, this is risky, I'm trading it, here's how I'm trading it? Like you're saying, like right now, my thought process is 2.4 and 5 million exit. Like obviously that can change too, but like giving the audience the opportunity and showing them what we're trading, because it's not like we're sitting here trading like 1 million, 5 million, 10 million market cap coins looking for a 5 to 10x. We're not doing that. So like, how do you talk?
So Ray, here's my solution. Go buy a Bodoggo because these all get posted in there, in that Discord. Like, I'm not going to tweet it. I'll happily, the Discord knows we're degenerates. They've sat there and watched us live trade with them, literally getting cooked on like 6K market cap shitters. So I'm like, yeah, I'm more than happy to share these diabolical plays that are so, some of them are literally so dumb. Like I think I shared one yesterday and I was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever bought, but that's why I think it can go to like 200K. Like I'm pretty realistic with it. I'm not like, oh yeah, this is a 10 million sender. Like there was a coin called Squirt that I shared in there. So it was based on the base meme, the thing that was like everybody squirts, right? But it was made by a banker bot. You guys know banker bot on base?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a Twitter bot that allows you to send crypto and launch tokens via a tweet. And now there's a Solana version, and its first coin it launched was Squirt. So I shared that thesis. I was like, it's the first coin launched by this. That's actually what the video I'm dropping today is, of like how I saw it, what research I did on it, and how I set my take profits and stop losses and like compared it. And that's entirely what it's about. Is like, hey, I think this goes to this market cap. It's good rug. Like there's stuff I share in there where I'm like, oh yeah, I got fucking, like, dude, I get fucking wrecked on some of this stuff. But I think it's more, like I said, about like, how do we help people see what the thesis is? I think Ice Bucket Challenge was a great example, like an absolutely awesome example of this is why we think it can go viral. It hasn't like attracted any attention. USC is pushing it. And then it went to 2 mil. And Nick actually shit on it yesterday. He's like, he thinks the goddamn Ice Bucket Challenge is going to come back.
Yeah.
We open the chart, it's at 2 mil.
Well, let's be clear. Did the Ice Bucket Challenge really come back in a big way?
It literally did. It literally did.
Peyton Manning's doing it. James Charles just did it.
You're kidding.
No, I'm talking like 15, 20 million views on these videos.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and we front ran the shit out of it. We bought the meme coin the day after USC started it.
Wow.
Yeah, we bought it live on the show, 100K.
It did a 20x. We managed to see the narrative and be like, this could come back. It's been long enough that it could come back, and it did. Like, that was the whole thesis, was like, oh, this could do it. Nick, do the challenge right now in your office.
You can't mess up the
Clemente
apartment
would.
anymore.
Clemente spills water on his computer anyway, so we were counting the number of times that Clemente has broken a device.
We broke it down into how much spend he has on his own breaking of technical
It's
stuff.
minimum $1,000 a year.
Yeah, it's like $120 a month.
Which is kind of like
damages.
an expensive like cost, if I'm being honest. You didn't come by and get the camera either. You're welcome to come by, dude.
Okay. Yeah,
you know we're neighbors, dude. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I feel like quite distant from you, but you're like right down the street.
Yeah, let's link up. I have to shoot something with Pio today. I'm putting a dress on. And then I'm gonna do a video, and then I'll head over to yours after, Nick. Kind of nervous. Anyways, Ray, should we do the weather report?
Yeah, but yeah, actually, let's kick it off with the weather report. We'll do some Blockbet live betting afterwards with Easy. I want to get some NBA plays in for today, but let's kick it off with the weather report.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, happy.
I'm just curious. So, like, when I show up and you keep running the weather report, even though I am basically like far and away the audience's favored weather report over you, Clemente, how did we end up determining that? Was that a raid decision?
You got it, Nick. I sent it in the chat. You can do the weather report today.
Let's go.
No, you can do it, Clemente. Giving you a hard time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, April 22nd. Happy Crypto Decoupling Day is what the folks are calling it. Looking over at the Crypto Roundup, the majors are up again on the day. We got Bitcoin above 89K.
Solana over 140. Are you kidding me?
Easy Eats Bodega calling for 92K Bitcoin. Many people are saying even higher. Bold call, Easy. Throw a pair of nuts, will ya? Ethereum near 1650. Despite the foundation starting to sell a little bit on the pump. Solana over 140. Over the past 24 hours, crypto-friendly Paul Atkins was sworn in as the 34th SEC chairman after being confirmed by the Senate earlier this month. Atkins enters as 72 crypto ETFs are awaiting SEC approval. Good God. Pauly Boy is going to be working a lot of hours.
Who's Pauly
Second
Boy?
story. Paul Atkins.
Oh.
Inventor of the Atkins diet. Secondly, Bitcoin has led this week's rally with Bitcoin dominance hitting 5-year highs. Good God almighty. You want to see a good chart? Let's talk about it. ETH BTC chart is at a 5-year low. And the Bitcoin ETF.
You want to see a good chart? Unzip my pants.
And the Bitcoin ETF seeing $380 million of net inflows yesterday. This is the largest net inflow into the ETFs in 3 months. Holy shit. Finally, news broke this morning that Trump Media has finalized a partnership with Crypto.com to launch ETFs. What could go wrong? Trump Media is planning to invest up to $250 million into these ETFs, which will be custodied by Charles Schwab. Trump Media buying our bags. What could go wrong? Everything is pumping. We are euphoric right now. The great decoupling while stocks look nasty. Back over to you in the studio.
Stocks are up for tomorrow or today in pre-market trading, I will say. So we are seeing.
We're forgetting something. Excellent weather report as always, Clemente. Now, Nick, can you tell us about the pre-market action on stocks?
I mean, you got the NASDAQ up 1%. You got the S&P up 1%. You got the Dow futures up 1%. So it's not looking awful. That said, holy shnikes, is crypto surging or what? The Sol ETH chart is one that I just love. And I'm going to, moving forward, I just want you all to know that I'm going to start the narrative that there will be a Solana ETH flippening. We have another 10x to go, according to this chart. So is that based on price? Is that what that math is? That has to be.
What's the question?
That has to be. This is price of ETH. So I actually would be interested in the market cap, which would be a more accurate measurement here. This would be closer to like 0.33. No. Something in that range. Bottom line is this chart is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? This has just been a constant grind up ever since June of 2023. Is that when we dropped Bodagos?
I think we started this rally.
Yes, it was.
There you go.
I'll take credit for that, even though I wasn't here.
We literally started the Solana rally.
June 15th or 16th, the same day that Robinhood delisted Solamos.
Ethereum people were saying, why would you drop a Solana NFT? We had hate. We had FUD, yet we rose up against it to drop an NFT, which currently is easily worth $50.
No, $152.
$152.
Yeah, you got to mint it for 60 or 70.
So if you held it even to today, you're still up 2x. It went as high as a very substantial level. What was when
downright unacceptable level, for being completely honest?
It was going to $1,000, I think.
Oh, there was 1,600.
1,600. Damn. So if you minted, you got a 10x. Shout out to those that minted and sold it. Time the bottom, time the top.
About
There's
a 25x, but I digress.
Probably a lot of you. 25x. Holy shit. Do we deliver or do we deliver? I will say,
Mr. Yellow is right. It's about 75% down on Solana. But listen, quick maths. Dollars.
Yeah, dude, we measure it in dollars, bro. Mr. Yellow's trying to. Yo, why are you throwing FUD in the comments, dude?
We measure CryptoPunk gains in ETH, and we measure
Motherfucker's rocking a
in Solana.
Bodaga's PFP.
I trade CryptoPunks in dollars. So if you want to understand what's going on here, my personal metric is dollars.
Yeah, same. And I'm down an astronomical amount of dollars
on CryptoPunks.
Yeah.
That is a situation that we're dealing with. One thing that Pio's not here for, not even responding to my text right now. One thing that he's not here for is he was saying, he was coming at me hard saying there is no Solana standard. Yet for some reason, one company after the next drops a Solana treasury strategy. And all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about? You're wrong. You're wrong. And which ones are outperforming right now? The Solana standard.
Are we aping into UPXI?
Nick, let's not look at Janover's price because the Solana standard's not working.
It's not.
Oh, no, it's bad, man.
Oh, my God. It's down 25% right now. No, this is on the weekly. Am I down on this now? Of course.
Oh, we're
of
both
course
down
I'm
about
fucking
60%.
down. Oh, my God.
Everyone rotated into UPXI. It's the new
Nick,
shitter
we're down a lot,
on
man.
NASDAQ.
I think I'll double down.
Fuck it.
No, Nick, buy UPXI. Look at UPXI.
No, fuck that. We're going to buy more Janover and do the wheel strategy. Sell covered calls. You want to watch us front run the next Michael Saylor?
You're going to get the one that's at a $3.3 million market cap.
Of course, Ray is the one telling us to buy. Wait, it's a $3 million market cap?
Yeah.
And they got $100 million.
It's $100 million. Nick, I think we need to raise a lot of money for a Solana treasury and go public. They raised at a 34x of current company valuation.
What is the cost of maintaining a public company?
Google it.
Yeah, ask Deep Research.
Dude, we should create the official MicroStrategy of Solana.
Just keep issuing debt. I mean, my only concern is we might go the way of something like a FaZe Clan when I look at the last media company that went public.
Yeah, but if you follow the Chamath strategy, you dump all the on all those dumbasses' heads, and you get all the cash, and then you live in a big ass house.
Yup.
And then we can rebuy the company, take it private after when it dumps 98%.
Exactly. And look like a fucking champion. Look like a fucking champion. Talk about it's time that I step back in and take over. So we'll exit. We're not gonna be CEO. We're gonna disappear for a moment, and then we're gonna step back in after it goes down 99%. And we're gonna buy it for $1, pull a Dave Portnoy style, and look like a champion. And just talk about how great we are for that entire ride.
Speaking of great things, Fartcoin. I mean, good God Almighty.
I mean, who's been talking about it?
Me.
Okay, bro. You're late to the game.
That's why you buy strength. I called the run up. I said, you know what? We got that strength candle. Here we go. Called it right here.
Do we remember what my target market cap is?
10.
At least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Ray, Nick, I was thinking about it. You know what Ray is? Ray's trading style is he's like a bandwagon sports fan. He only liked the Warriors when they got Kevin Durant.
That was me. Oh, actually, I liked them before Kevin Durant. Are you kidding me? Kevin Durant was like the beginning of the downfall of the They were like good for a minute with Kevin, and then Kevin I guess he got injured.
Yeah.
And that was the Pico top of the Golden State Warriors.
Ray, you can't be a fair weather fan, but you came in. Hey, you still came in though. You contributed.
I'm a trader who wants to make money, and I look at patterns, and I said, this thing shows strength, and then it keeps going. So once it showed that initial strength, after the pullback, I said, okay, let's get in. It's time to roll.
You didn't buy after the pullback.
What market cap did you buy? It showed initial I bought right here. I said, after it showed initial strength after the pullback, I bought in. I bought in right here.
That is awful.
It's 50%, plus 50%.
Why don't you circle down towards the bottom of that thing is where Clemente and I were accumulating.
So, yeah, that was a good, I'm like not going to sell this anytime soon, which is why I might end up round tripping this.
I was round tripping it, dude. Set the target price and sell the target price.
Okay.
What's your target price?
5B.
Okay. There's your price.
That's when I sell initials. Or sell.
You're waiting until 5 to sell
initials?
That's my problem is I believe in things too hard. Like I get emotionally attached.
Where's your full exit then?
I don't know.
It hits 5B. You've now sold your initial $2,000.
So if Ray, we're
the $30,000 bag.
If we're being honest, my average price right now is 383 million was the market cap I bought at.
That's nice. Very nice.
How much is your bag worth right now, Nick? 10 G's?
40,000.
No way.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around.
Oh.
It's like 12. But I wanted to have 20 and I'm like really fucking pissed right now. And I'm like, I can't keep buying on the pumps, dude.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. It's the best time to buy.
That's what Ray does. Ray buys more. Are there any other meme coins that you guys are like interested in? Or is it just the fart? Like PENGU Chart. PENGU has not pumped from the, I mean, I guess it's up.
Let's see it. Pull up PENGU.
PENGU Chart. Like that thing doesn't look very good either. Really, Fartcoin is the only thing doing well. SPX maybe.
I would look at hype. It's not a meme coin, but like I'm just going to consider everything a meme coin.
Okay, this is going up.
That's on the 5-minute.
Okay, we'll zoom out a little bit. Let me see a little bit. I don't know.
So like
Lucas said they're the next $5 billion company. That they're going to be the top 5 blockchain, which is interesting because they're built on another blockchain. So I'm curious how does that work? Like, are they going to flip Arbitrum?
Maybe. Value accrues to higher levels, potentially.
Sorry, what does that even mean? What does that statement mean?
Well, like if you're like an app's gonna capture more value than the chain. You could say like an L2 is gonna capture more value than the L1.
Is MetaMask bigger than Ethereum?
In terms of revenue generation? I don't know, actually. I'll need to look at that. They don't do a ton because like not a lot of people native swap, but Ethereum does like very minimal revenue. I mean, they're still top 10, but they've fallen off in terms of revenue gain over the last year. I'll pull it up. We'll do a little research live here. But looking at PENGU, like this is the level you're buying like Fartcoin at the bottom, essentially, right?
Did any of y'all buy hype when I was saying this is a good thing down at $10 or wherever we were?
No. I haven't used hype, so I didn't feel comfortable buying it, but you would be up bigly if you did.
Guess who's up bigly?
You bought
$100,000. I'm just kidding. I don't have
it. So now we're just lying.
I can't buy it on Gemini. And the whole swap thing when we discussed it was like, I got to bridge this thing 16 times, divide by something, blah, blah, blah. It got out of control.
Oh, man.
Hey, thanks for that comment, Ray.
Sorry. MetaMask has $42,000 in fees over the last 24 hours. Ethereum has
1 million.
400,000. 10x fees on Ethereum over MetaMask.
Okay, what are you looking at here?
I'm looking at 24-hour fees on DeFi Llama.
So Jupiter is interesting. Is that outperforming Solana?
Yeah. Again, like I said, the app layer.
Wait, sorry. Jupiter is outperforming Solana in revenue?
In fees, yeah, 24-hour fees. So I'm saying the top protocols on the chain.
No. Their 24-hour fees are 2.6 million. And what's Solana's revenue?
1.1.
Wow. Well, that's also because Solana has cheap fees. So it's like it's a weird metric. It's because
1.6 million in fees.
Okay. So Uniswap is bigger than Ethereum.
Yeah. So value can accrue to the app level, and if you like kind of extrapolate, it can maybe eventually accrue to the L2 level.
Pump Fund is up there. It's interesting that Jupiter is above Pump Fund. Can we just look at the top for a moment?
Yeah.
So stable coins are the number one, and that is a substantial amount. Tether making $18 million.
Yep.
And what are those fees coming from? How do they generate those fees?
They probably just take percentage of swaps, I imagine.
So that's it?
I'll look into it.
And then you have Pancake Swap is above Jupiter. What's going on with BNB?
I mean, it's got a larger market share on BNB than Jupiter has on Solana, and BNB still has a lot of volume.
That's insane. None of our audience trades BNB.
I've tried a couple times. It wasn't a good experience. It's just not great.
So why are all the people on it? There's a lot of BNB maxis, which to me is a wild place to be.
Yeah, I mean, they had a little bit of a meme coin season this year. Like they've been like, I'd say like they'd been outperforming Solana in like terms of like runners over the last 2 months. If you kind of like looked at it, they had like all that CZ like dog stuff. They had some other like random meme coins, but that ran to like 8 figures.
Or before Ray just dunked on Nick.
Did I?
Was right.
How did I do that?
He was right. Well, that's insane that Jupiter has all those fees. Where do you think that? Do you think that comes from the API or from it's? Oh no, it's futures trading. This is actually reflective of market volatility. What do you think? Easy, Clemente, give me some insight here.
I've been talking to someone who works in the crypto fund world. I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but he's very bullish on Jupiter. Like this guy is, but he's like, dude, we can't buy. Like they're trying to buy in $1 million buys. So he's like, we would have to take however much loss. We're basically down on the buy right away because of slippage. So, but they're like very, very bullish on Jupe from its the acquisitions it's made, the market share it has, the fees and revenue it's making. They're like, this is they say it's just been underperforming because it's a beta play on Solana right now, and Solana hasn't been doing well the last few months, but they're big bulls on Jupe.
Okay.
I don't own any. I've like held the airdrop, really is the only thing I had, but it's down to like 40 cents. In the last year, it's down 64%.
Let's pull up Jupe.
Easy. What's your position here? You were a big Radium bull. Are you a Jupiter bull? Where are we at, dude? Are you holding any of these? Did you sell out of all this shit? What are we doing here?
I'm out of all of it. I want none of it.
Wow.
Their market cap is 1 billion and their daily revenue is 3 million.
Yeah.
Feels like a disconnect there.
Yeah. What the hell are we talking about here? Just if this was a stock and you're generating $1 billion, over $1 billion in revenue, that's more than your market cap. I love this buy.
It's pretty juicy.
I mean, they're doing buybacks too. Like Jupiter seems
It's fully diluted at 2.9. Sorry.
You're looking at 974 mil
3-year.
in yearly
What
revenue.
was that
at this
easy?
current rate.
It's a 3-year revenue to FTV. Roughly.
Well, it's even less. What was, go back to that tab real quick, Ray, and give me the 1.16. Where's the daily, or click on weekly on the right-hand side, right above the chart. And maybe let's do monthly even. Let's do monthly just so we can do this quick. So 56 million. So it's coming down a little bit, but this year is pretty big. 118 million. Wow. Okay.
50, 120, 220, 340, 510, 410, like 500 mil so far
Since
from
when?
November to April.
Yeah. So trailing. Well, okay. You're giving me 5-month numbers.
6-month
but,
numbers.
Let's just take an average of go to March real quick. Just roll over March. March, the latest March. Dude, goddamn! Are you just fucking with me? Or are you serious right now? It's 79 million. So 79 million is an average right here. We take that 948 million in revenue per. But sorry, why is revenue less than fee? Oh, because they share the fees. So you got to take a percentage of those fees and discount it. So their revenue is actually a fraction of it. It's 1/3. So they're making
20 million in revenue there, yeah.
284 million per year is an approximation of what they're making. So they're trading at 10x, like a SaaS company or something like that.
So does that make sense in your opinion in terms of valuation now?
Yeah, for fully diluted, two like a 10x revenue is interesting, but if you expect growth, and then the question is, where's the growth of Jupiter coming from? One, they're a corollary to activity on Solana. So a bull season comes, they will pump. One thing that's also interesting is, are there any other aggregator APIs, Easy, and what are the best ones in this space?
Meteora, Jupiter. That's mostly it. Like everything kind of routes to Jupiter. Like truthfully, everything kind of routes to Jupiter. Radium, liquidity pool there, but Jupiter's like a wrapper for all of these dexes.
For the swaps.
Yeah. So they reference all of them and give you the best rate, which is
Do you
why
think
like
Vector, for example, is using Jupiter's API?
yeah, 100%. I mean, dude, Phantom Wallet.
Should we put that in our app?
Yeah, but then you have to have a wallet in the app.
Yeah, but you can use one of those wallet apps.
Privy.
I don't really want to make the app.
You don't want to go the path that makes most revenue in this space?
You can, sure, but it's like now you're going to compete against the wallets.
I'm not competing. We're not competing. This is small. We just, add in features.
That's it. I mean, I think we can get to that point, yes.
Put it on the road.
Phantom Wallet uses Jupiter. So like that's probably the cleanest example.
I gotta step away for a moment.
While Nick is stepping away, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin has just broken above 90,000 United States dollars, just surging right past it as many people are calling for a recession. When was the last time Bitcoin was at 90K? I mean, we're seeing levels not seen in the last 30 days.
Crazy.
Like this is last time Bitcoin was at 90K. Your answer is March 5th. March 5th, folks. That's a month and a half.
Yep.
Bottom is in? Is the worst behind us, is my question. Did we shake off this brutal bear market that lasted basically 45 days? What do you guys think?
No.
You think more pain is still coming?
I think now it's time that we test these levels that everyone was very unanimous about around 69. I think something's going to happen and we're going to test those levels. V-shape, send to the next leg.
69 is your call. Wow.
69.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the call from Raymond. 69K. He still does not see the momentum that he has seen on Fartcoin. He is still holding off from buying Bitcoin at these levels. He's saying, hey, I'm going to buy this thing at 105, if anything.
I have plenty of Bitcoin. I'm just holding right now.
You know what I hate about Bitcoin pumping is like, it means nothing. It's not that it doesn't mean nothing. It means nothing to me. It's like, I'm not going to sell it. So I don't like when it pumps, I don't really get excited. I'm just like, dude, okay, bring the alts with it, please.
Yeah, that is the hope. Like a true Bitcoin season and then alts following. Like I could see like recession, Bitcoin becomes store of value, dominance gets to like absurd levels, 70, 75%. And then rate cut, risk on, alts absolutely gigasend. Like sounds like a narrative in my head that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think there could be like just pain in the overall market for a bit.
So
In terms of like the degen audience, because everyone's so leveraged into these other altcoins, and we might see Bitcoin running altcoin just kind of stagnant down for the next month or two.
what do you think about this?
No way.
No, what do you got?
Dude, Solana's outperforming Bitcoin right now.
Yeah. I mean, look at the time frame though. It's like it's
Barely outperforming Bitcoin, Nick.
It's
Interesting.
a downtrend still.
Very interesting.
Like, is Solana just like over the long term? Will Solana just be the next?
Ethereum.
Like, yeah, compared to Bitcoin, the Sol ETH chart. PO says that it's not going to hit another all-time high. The Sol BTC chart. Fred Krueger, famous Bitcoiner turned Solana bull, is saying that there is a second best, and it is Solana. He's saying that Solana at 3% of Bitcoin's market cap feels low. He's calling for 10%, comparing it to silver and gold. I don't know if I agree with that, but that's just additional context to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting absolutely yelled at by everyone.
It's not easy being a bear, Ray. I personally like it. I like having you as a bring back to reality. But can we talk a little bit about this great decoupling that everyone's talking about and what that, like, maybe explain it a little bit, why this is happening, will it continue, etc.?
The great decoupling, will it continue? Well, one of the guys that Pio pays attention to all the time, I'm blanking on the name of the guy. He goes on CNBC. You know who he is? Easy, the Bitcoin guy. Tom Lee was saying that it's going to catch up to gold because a lot of people have been kind of just fudding the FUD, FUD and fucking FUD, like, left and right about this shiz.
Yeah.
And yeah, he said it's going to catch up to gold. I do like overall accumulating Bitcoin. I own a lot of Bitcoin, just like an absolute metric ton.
Yeah.
A lot of people are surprised. How many Bitcoin y'all own? How many we at?
I have one. I'm a whole coiner.
I think I'm at 5.
I'm at 2 and change.
Damn, dude. Damn.
How much Solana you got?
Ooh.
Let's not talk about that. I have thousands of Solana.
Okay.
Although actually it looks like I always forget because I'd set up a wallet for staking and I keep forgetting about it. That was how that app found me $40,000. Remember that?
Yep.
What's the tax that we use? Awaken Tax. Hooked it the hell up. They ended up finding me big money. Actually, yeah, it looks like I got another 230. Yeah, I'm going to move it all over to. So is all of your staking done in a ledger, Easy?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What have you seen in terms of like ROI on that versus Soulblaze? Like which staking approach has
Soulblaze
been
was the best because I was so early to it with some serious size. So like someone actually asked me this last night. I made about 14% over the 2 years in total. I know they say 11% a year. I've checked the other day. I think that's because I was going from liquid to like regular staking. So like there is some like discrepancy in it. Granted, my cost basis on a Sol is now $0. I have a $0 cost basis
Oh, because of the yield?
because of the Soul Blaze rewards that I sold. Because I got their token and was able to sell that and cover the cost.
Of the Solana that you bought.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So the liquid staking reward covered the entire cost basis that I had from November through January 22 to start of 23.
And that's like 1,000, 2,000 Solana or something like that?
Higher.
More.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to think my average buy across all of that was like $16 to $18, something like that. So I ended up getting a really nice return because I was early to this liquid staking thing. It's since like it's not worth it now because like the rewards are so it's ended up it got diluted. But I was like early enough, and I actually had a post about it in like a full thread for Bodogos when I did it. They would have gotten the Jito airdrop too if they just did these things. But because of that stake and how early I was, it ended up covering the cost, which is why like people were like, why don't you sell when we were at all-time high? Because the risk isn't there anymore. So like I'm comfortable holding till I get to the position that my price targets have been. And yeah, I think overall with just the hard stake to the two validators I'm staked across, like the two traditional validators, it's a little bit closer to like 14% over that time.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It ended up working out.
It did work out. It did work out well. I'm very jealous. I would like to make some money, and Easy, I'm going to ask for your help here. Let's put in some bets. Let's put in some live bets. I heard you giving picks this morning. I completely missed them. We're going to go over to Blockbet, our partner. This episode is actually brought to you in partnership with Blockbet. You can go over to bodogos.com/Blockbet and sign up, trade alongside with us. All bets made on Blockbet for the rest of the month using the block token, you get 20% back on losses. So if you lose, you get 20% back if you use the block token. NBA playoffs are live right now. Love me some NBA. Love throwing this on at night when I'm finishing up a little bit of work, relaxing a little bit. What do we got here, Easy, in the NBA tonight? What do you like?
3 picks that I like. I like Bucks to cover against the Pacers, plus 6.5.
Okay. I got Bucks plus 4.5.
Yeah, I took the alt juice on it. So if you click into it, you can get a little bit worse odds, but that 2-point cover I like a little more.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go Bucks plus 6.5, minus 150. Anything else?
I like the Lakers and Mavs. I like Luka Doncic under 30.5 points.
So you don't think Luka's going to come through tonight?
I don't think he goes off. I mean, dude, he can still score 25 points if he good. So I like that player prop, and then I like the under on the Memphis game, Grizzlies Pacers. I think it's good. Yeah,
Under on that. You're basically saying the OKC is going to dominate.
Or OKC. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's not Pacers.
OKC dominates and then takes their starters out, which would mean a lower
Other
score.
way around. I think Memphis keeps it close.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, dude, they lost by like 60 the first time.
it's ridiculous.
Interesting. All right, so we'll go total under. What was your total? Did you see the standard total?
230.5.
Juiced it up a little bit. Nice. Yeah, we'll do
What's
single bet combo. $20 a pop. Boom.
Is that
Simple
a little
as that.
parlay you just did, Ray?
Nah, I just did single bets. Single bets at $20 a piece. Super easy. Betting with Solana. I need to be betting with block token. I need to convert the Solana into block token, but super easy to deposit any asset onto here. They take USD, Ethereum, Solana, Doge, Litecoin, Tron, block token right now. It's probably your best bet. You're going to get 20% back on losses, which is huge. But they take like a ton of different crypto that you can bet with. So super simple, super easy to sign up. Bodogos.com/Blockbet. We just gave away thousands of dollars with our Bodoggos tournament. You should be getting your cash if you participated in that and placed in the top 5. Love working with Blockbet. Ton of fun. Love watching the games, having some bets in. It's a ton of fun over on this platform.
What about the what's the points for LeBron James?
Are you still in that token?
No, I'm not. What is it? LeBron. You know, what if LeBron just locks in, dude? 24th season, 23rd season? That's the type of bet I like.
LeBron, total points, including overtime, over under 24.5.
Take the over on that for me, Ray.
A little over action on LeBron James. Put $20 bet there. So LeBron going off, Luka being held back is what we're cheering for here. So lots to look at tonight while we're watching these games. Big shout out to Blockbet, best crypto betting platform out there. They've got sports betting, they've got casino games. If you're hopping on, here's the alpha. Use block token, 20% back on losses. B, go into the missions on the left-hand side and make sure you opt into any of these missions. You can get cash back when you spend a certain amount on different blocks or different bets or different casino games. So check these out. There's quests of the day as well that you can opt into when you bet a total amount of money on different sports. So you combine that with the block token cash back, and you can optimize a bit here for your betting strategies. Big shout out to Blockbet. Love working with them. Check them out, bodoggos.com/blockbet. Moving on, still a lot to talk about today. I'm going to fire through some quick hitters here from the news just to keep everyone up to date. We can talk about any of these that jump out afterwards. But
there's still a lot to talk about.
Deutsche and Standard Chartered banks seek to expand crypto operations in the United States. Circle announced the Circle Payments Network powered by USDC and EURC. China pulled back from U.S. equity investments as the trade war continued. South Korean crypto exchange BitHum announced it will spin off non-crypto business in preparation for an IPO. Mantra's founder committed $82 million worth of OM tokens for a burn.
Well, that's a bigger story.
Following their price dump. Galaxy Digital converted $105 million from ETH to Solana. Coinbase
did Ohm pump?
I'll pull it up. Let's take a look.
How much did they convert ETH to Solana?
105 million.
God damn, that's like my portfolio.
Ohm is down 7.7% on the day.
Wow.
Look at the 7-day chart. It's not any better.
No,
oh my God.
1,000,000% on the 1 month. 91.9% down after that straight drop off. So it did not have an effect. I don't think he's burned it yet. It's kind of just like announced the burn. So announcement of an announcement, $82 million OM token burn. Coinbase Derivatives is now offering CFTC approved XRP futures. Yuga Labs has implemented the Shadows NFT protocol, which allows you to mirror your ETH mainnet NFTs on ApeChain. So you can get some benefits over there if you're a holder on mainnet. And Meebits announced the Think AI agents. Meebits was acquired from Yuga Labs, and it appears that they're doing some things over there in Meebits land.
Sorry, what are the Think AI agents? Is there a website for this? Yeah,
so just the Meebits Twitter right here. They're bringing AI agents on chain. 10 Meebits will be available for everyone to experiment with. Own and Meebit, it's about to become the body of your AI agent on chain identity leveled up. So it's kind of just like the teasing of this Think Agents platform. So it's at Think Agents is their Twitter. It looks like there's going to be a Think token. There's a mint. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's
0.27 ETH per
what?
Per NFT.
Sorry, they're selling NFTs?
Yeah. I think they're partnering up with Meebits.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Interesting.
I mean,
looks like they're partnering up with some other Yuga collections as well. It's an expensive
get tokens.
It looks like it says that each mint comes with tokens, 15,000 Think tokens via dynamic allocation.
But if I own or we own a Bored Ape, I still own a Meebit. Do I get tokens?
I don't know. I do not know.
See, this is where the problem is that, you know, I come to this show, Ray, to get the answers to the questions that I'm looking for, which is what do I get? Give me the alpha. And you're giving me straight up beta right here, dude. Like, what is this? Maybe
I am drawing your attention. There's only so deep you can go on so many of these. I'm drawing your attention to something that you may want to look into. So maybe you should go to the Meebits.
thanks
Right
for
now,
that,
if you
Ray.
on Meebit, maybe go to the Meebits Twitter. Check it out. Dive in real quick. See what's going on with Meebits lately.
I'm going to check it out.
Okay. Maybe you get it. Maybe you get a token allocation. Maybe you don't. I'm going to guess based on what I'm reading here that you don't. I think it's like a partnered mint that's like integrating Meebits.
Well, I appreciate you, Ray, for surfacing that to my attention. Probably won't spend a lot of time looking into it.
No.
And then they'll get a token, and then I won't get it, and then I'm going to be pissed off, and I'll probably blame it on you, Ray.
It's absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. But yeah, we try to surface as many of these narratives as possible so that the audience is well informed. Anything else you want to chat about before we wrap here, Nick?
Herbivore is a Ray stan, just like commentating it in the most aggressive way ever.
I love you, Herbivore. Never change. Never change.
I'm good to wrap, Ray. Appreciate you.
Hold on. We're not doing it this way. We're not the way that we've been handling this with this progressive exits. And I'll be honest. I did this. I've seen PO do this. We can't do this. Okay. We're going to collectively hold hands and we're going to walk off together when we wrap these shows. Cause the lack of professionalism that I've been feeling overall from this just general show is something that really hurts. It hurts us as a brand.
Yeah.
And we can't keep operating like this, guys.
I appreciate the call out from someone that showed up 20 minutes late to the show today.
Okay.
The walk-off is the problem, not the entry though, right?
I mean, I always stay on. I love listening to the music afterwards.
You're saying the hat stays on.
That stays on.
Okay.
All right. So how would you like to exit, Nick?
Hey, thanks for listening today. Oh, I can't even speak. Let's try that again. Thanks for listening to today's show. We were really excited to have you. Thanks for spending a little time in our neighborhood. You're always welcome here. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your portfolios stay green. And keep on pumping that Fartcoin. Keep on buying that. Keep on buying Solana. And keep on, stacking those chips as we all collectively work to a better future. Have a great day.
Wow, that's great.